What's up, y'all? It's your girl and I'm back for another video.
They don't know about us, babe. They don't know about us. They can think what they want, baby, but they don't know one thing. Even if they did have a glimpse of our truth, they wouldn't know about us, no. They wouldn't know about us. They don't get it, babe, living in a cruel world. It's a rare thing to do just what we do, love. Hold your head high and do it by your own terms. They don't get it, babe, no, they don't get it, babe. They don't know about us, babe. They don't know about us. They can think what they want, babe.
Today we're going to be talking about baby names that I love, but unfortunately won't be using. I know you guys don't know the name of the baby yet. It's top secret, and I promise you, you guys will find out soon. Okay, like very soon. But I thought that it would be fun to at least go over the names that I won't be using. So at least that eliminates a lot of the names that you guys might have in mind. Because actually, a lot of these names I really loved, but hubby was just like, nope, nope, no. Any of you guys have a partner like that, like a significant other that's just like no to everything, hard to please as far as names, and you just magically have to come up with something that you both agree on? It's either you love it and he hates it, or he loves it and you hate it. So we have a long list of names that basically I loved, and he hated. But if I had it my way, I wouldn't have mind maybe choosing amongst a couple of these. So there was a lot of baby names that we ended up going through, but I only wrote down some of my favorites. So we have about 11 names here. Shall we? We shall. First name that I really loved was Legend. I do love the name Legend, but even more so, I love the name Legacy. I think they're so pretty. I think they're really good, strong names for a boy. But upon further research, everybody names their son Legend. We've got a couple of YouTubers with a son named Legend. We've got, just ask around and somebody's name is Legend. That name has been overused over the last few years. There are a ton of Legends. So although it doesn't have to be super unique to where no one hears of it ever, I would like a name that is like not so common these days, like not so overly used, if that makes sense. You see what I'm saying? So anyway, I loved Legacy. That one I probably liked a little bit more than Legend, but I do love both of those names. However, I don't know, I just feel like they weren't the right pick for our son. Next name that I love is River. I love the name River. I mentioned this in a live a few days ago. I don't know what it is. I'm just like so attached to that name. Like, I love the name River. I think it's beautiful. It's unisex. It can be for a boy or for a girl. Just not too long, not too confusing. It has great meaning. I love names like that, and it's just River. Just love it. I love that name. Love it. The next name on my list is Bronx. I absolutely love this name, Bronx. It's just cute to me. However, again, it's used a lot. I know a lot of people who have named their son Bronx. So I feel like Bronx can be unisex. If you really wanted to make it more unique, you could use it for a girl. I like that. Harlem is a good one. I didn't put it on my list, but Harlem is one that comes to mind that I think is cute too, especially for a girl. No Bronx, but I definitely do love that name, and I think that it's really cute. You guys have been following me for a while. Y'all already know I love this name. I've been in love with this name since I was pregnant with Blaze. Hubby does not like this name because it's the same name that a basketball player happens to have, and he's not a fan of that basketball player. And the name is, hit a like if you know what it is already, Kyrie. I love the name Kyrie. I think it's so super cute. I don't know why, I just like it. Of course, y'all know I'm always gonna love my K names. I just recently stopped going so hard for the K names. I just can't seem to get hubby to agree to it. I've tried with Blaze the entire pregnancy. I've tried this entire pregnancy. He does not want that name. Now we found a name that I love way more than I love Kyrie, but I still love Kyrie. The next name was almost our son's name. Literally, like literally almost our son's name. I mean, literally we had come up with this name and I was like, I'm not attached to it. It has no meaning for me, and I can't in good conscience name my son something that means nothing to me. It's not even a name. I would be able to probably do it if it meant something to him, but just was cute or something that I really liked for myself. If I fell in love with it, I would probably be able to work with it, but I just was not in love with the name. So we ended up changing, but the name is Ermias. Now, those of you who know or are familiar with Nipsey Hussle, his real name is Ermias. There have been several Ermiases born since his death, and that was another thing. I don't follow trends, and I felt like hubby was kind of going towards that because of a trend. This was actually more of my compromise name because hubby really wanted to name the baby Nipsey. I don't know why on earth a grown man would do that to a child. I don't know why on earth any human being would name their child Nipsey. It's not cute. It sounds like a dog's name, or a cat's name, or an animal's name. I did not like it at all. All for uniqueness and differentness. I'm all for all of that, but I am definitely not at all for naming my son after a cat or something. You know, I just didn't like the name. And I swear to God, if I would have been like, okay, cool, he would have signed off on the birth certificate and really named our son Nipsey. I swear to God. I don't know what goes on up there sometimes. I don't know if he was just, literally guys, I still don't know if he was just effing with me and wanted me to believe that he really wanted that name, or if he just, like, you know, if he just wanted to stress me out with that, or if he really I honestly believe he really wanted to name our son that. And I was just like, hell would freeze first. But y'all already know, hubby is classically known for coming up with effed up names. He wanted to name Blaze Jesus, not Jesus, Jesus. No. Okay? No. So my compromise, I looked up his real name and found out that it was Ermias. I was like, oh, that's a beautiful name. It is a beautiful name. It has a really great, strong meaning. But the purpose of him naming that would only be because he just recently passed. And I'm not a diehard fan. Hubby was not a diehard fan, even though he was a fan of his music. It just didn't seem right. It seemed like some type of, it just didn't seem right. You know what I'm saying? I could understand if I was a diehard fan, or if hubby was a diehard fan, and, you know, followed all his, you know, I could understand, but it wasn't that serious for either one of us. So I don't think that it was something that we could have really just given our son to live with for his entire life over somebody who we just liked his music. You know what I'm saying? So, and I think it was more of because he died this year, and then we bringing a life into the world. I mean, I got a whole explanation from hubby, but it still seemed like a whole lot of, I can't do this. So no. Although Ermias is a beautiful name. Whoever gives their child that name is really gonna have a really good wholesome name for their child, and I love that name. But it just, I wasn't attached to it at the end of the day. Like literally, that was his name. Like we were gonna name him Ermias, and although I love that name, I just wasn't in love with it. You know, it just didn't feel like the name that was his name. That was supposed to be our son's name. You know, I don't know, just, I can't explain it. Then you come across the name and you're like, I love it. That's the name. And it took me like, literally, I sat on it for like 30 days and I was like, I cannot name him this. I'm not in love with it. So anyway, although I do love the name, we will not be using it. Next. The next name I really like is Lux. I don't know why I like that name. I like that name. I think it's cute. short, sweet, just Lux. I like it. I don't know why, I just like it. Next name that I really, really love is Rain. I love this name, not R-A-I-N, even though that spelling would be fine too. I like R-E-I-G-N. I don't know, I love that name. I was pressing hubby like, shit, can we name him Rain? Like, can we just name him Rain? Like, wouldn't that just be cute? And he was just like, no, I don't like it. Blah, 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 this, okay? So, he wasn't really feeling it, but I was like, that is such a nice name. It reminds me a lot of River. And also, because he's born so close to Blaze, I was thinking, okay, fire, water. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So he didn't get it. He wasn't with it. It made sense to me, but whatever. The next name that I really, really love is Aspen. Aspen is a really cute name. I love that it's unisex, and I don't know, I just love that name. Really cute. It's not a name that I've always loved, but it's a name that I came across when looking for my son's name. It just jumped out at me as like something that I would definitely consider, but again, the name that I chose was far more perfect in this situation. So next name that I really love is Phoenix. Oh my gosh, I love that name. It's so, I don't know, it's just different. That's also a unisex name. I love the fact that you can give a little girl that name. That would be so pretty for a little girl, and it's still really, really, really good for a boy's name. Not too feminine, you know what I mean? Strong, but not too masculine. I love it. And last but not least, the next name that I chose was Sage. I don't know why. This name is another name that jumped out at me when I was looking through baby names, and I really, really, really loved it. Sage just, I don't know, it just seemed like a really good name. I really love Sage. Hubby hated it. He was like, there is absolutely no way I'm naming my son Sage, blah, blah, blah. But it was beautiful to me. I love the name Sage. Hey, if you want to be different and unique, probably go ahead and name a girl Sage. Oh, how cute. Just think of a little girl named Sage. Oh, I'm just saying, y'all, I come up with some fire names, okay? If you pick any of these names for your babies, girl, let me know. I want to know, okay? I want to know that I helped you get there, okay? I hope that if you're looking for a name, I gave you some good ideas, okay? It's beautiful. It's not ghetto. It's not like super, super unique where you're like, why'd you name your child Nipsey? But it's just nice enough to where people see it. They're like, oh, that's cute. Sage. I really like that. You know, I love that. Okay, that's the feeling that I think you guys will get when you hear me say or figure out what our choice of name was for our son. It's exciting. I really love the name. I think that you guys will love the name too. I love you guys so much. Thank you for rocking with me on this video. If you like this video and want to see other baby related videos, please remember to hit a big thumbs up for your girl down below. I'm going to be throwing a massive live baby shower August 3rd, 2019. Make sure you guys save the date, lock it in. If you guys want to send some goodies, my mailing address is down below. If you want to buy the baby some stuff from the registry, my registry address is listed down below. I love all you guys. Thank you for everyone who has already purchased something off of the registry or sent a gift separately. I love you guys. Thank you so much, and I will see you guys next vlog. Bye.